man under this car.
Hello, Meg. What's your name? Stay where you are. Just stay calm where you are. Just keep breathing. Stay as calm as you are right now. Everyone, get back!
Ladies and gents, can we move back?
Just bleeding very badly from the head right now. 2 separate injuries.
So we were parked literally just across the road. He came up here and did a sharp left turn, came up on the pavement, got out, shouted, got back in. We were like, what the fuck's that about? And then he just sped straight at the crowd.
He's running up West Street. I've got loads running after him. I'm going to need help now.
See what units please start making their way.
He's coming out towards the police station. If you're coming out, start stacking, please.
Is he on foot?
Yes, he's left the car. He's run people over. He's turned right.
2-4. We've got him.
Can we just confirm we have got the right male, Heather?
224, I'm en route now.
224, thank you.
This is not the male. Repeat, this is not the male. He's still outstanding.
Oh, shit. Right, you come straight back here to the Jackson Red last story. We'll get him back on him.
Matter of urgency to identify where this male's gone.
Stay nice and calm, buddy. Ambulance is here now, buddy.
And there's no way this was an accident. He's had to deliberately drive onto the pavement to do it.
Yeah, serious bleeding from his head. Stay with me, darling.
Yeah, stay with us, buddy.
Alpha Charlie 2-3.
2-3, go ahead.
Do we think this is terrorist related in any way?
This is your opportunity to talk to me.
They have lifted prints. Are they going to be yours?
Every minute that's ticking away is evidence you're losing.
Get the whole way back! How many times do you need to be told? It is a crime scene, and I've asked repeatedly.
Bedfordshire Police have been called to an incident outside a kebab shop.
Stay with me, darling.
Yeah, stay with us, buddy. You listening, mate? Can you hear me? Guy's just literally ran up here on his car and just ploughed everybody.
A man has fled after driving a car into a group of people at closing time.
No. Someone different. Right, can anyone give me any witness details? Anyone see anything? Anyone willing to give a statement? Anyone willing to talk to me at all? No? Anyone know the guy trapped under the car?
We're going to get you out, mate. We're going to get you out as soon as we can. You stay nice and calm, mate.
I don't know what kit we've got. We just lift it up and get him out. Because he's literally pinned right under the wishbone.
The injuries to the man are life-threatening. The driver has escaped from the scene.
Morning, boss.
With a suspect on the loose, the job of finding him has been handed to CID.
What's going on High Street in London?
Fucking hell, mate. Run the bloke over and reverse back over him again, but left him in a bad way. Demolished his pelvis and, yeah, it's not looking good.
Detective Sergeant Simon Oldfield will lead the manhunt.
There's no prisoners in for us, so that's pretty much what we've got on at the minute, this job. When you hear a car's ploughed into a crowd of people, you automatically think of the worst, especially in recent times with the terrorist attacks. Yeah, it's a pretty scary thought of what can happen.
Simon, we've got a CCTV whenever you want to view it.
Is that from Dunstall Town Centre?
Yeah. Car's parked round somewhere here, comes back out down the one-way streets onto West Street, comes back round at the lights. There he comes. There you are. So yeah, he stops right outside Santander. They're probably thinking he's there to pick someone up, or... There you go, look. Bang. So he's knocked someone there.
Yeah.
And he comes back, I think.
That'd be Dave.
Yeah, I'll watch. Bearing in mind that guy's already there.
Oh, fucking hell.
Pretty sure that's the guy there. and then he goes back. I think watching it again and again, you can actually... Yeah. You watch it back down, you do see the guy go up and over.
Boom, up and over the top.
And then he hits the floor there.
Well, it actually made me feel a bit sick watching it.
And then he reverses over him.
So he's under there?
Yeah.
Because he's still under the car, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
And now, so as he gets out, it just casually rolls, probably back over the bloke
And he got out there. That was a proper attempt murder then, isn't it?
Yeah, God, yeah. What else did he think was going to happen? You know what I mean?
A vehicle can be as dangerous as a gun, as a knife. You can't have an excuse for having a gun at all, and for walking around with a kitchen knife. Unless you're a butcher, you've got no excuse to have them at all. It's difficult with cars because millions of them out on the road.
With the suspect still on the run, officers are placed at the hospital to protect the victim, who is yet to regain consciousness. Police know little about the injured man beyond his name. Paul Jackson.
Hello, Bianca, it's Simon from CID again. I'm trying to get this scene done at the hospital. Would the hospital let us take some proper injury photos, or is he in too much discomfort?
I'll ask the question and get back to you.
Because he's going to have, like, tyre marks and everything like that.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Thanks, mate. Oh, dear.
When you first read the log, the first thing it says is car driving on pavement at people. I mean, yeah, the timing and everything. I'm sure everyone was thinking it was going to be a lot, you know, something massively serious, or like you say, a terrorist thing. That's the car left in situ. Fuck me, he's driven up quite a way, hasn't he?
He has gone, so he's gone all the way up.
Sergeant Simon Oldfield sends detectives and a forensic team to examine the crime scene outside the kebab shop.
Can't get his car out, so he's had to come up the curb, probably where I'm pretty much standing now, and really make a concerted effort to do what he's done. Yeah, nasty, it's a real nasty incident, yeah.
When there's a suspect on the run for attempted murder and for serious assaults, you need to minimise the risk that they're posing. They've just driven a vehicle into a crowd of people and seriously injured somebody, so we need to do everything we can to try and get that person.
I think that's come out of his pocket, that £10 note. See the mark on the front of the car, in the dirt?
Oh, you see the impact?
That's kebab, or mayonnaise. So I think he's rolled over this bit, gone onto the floor, and as he's gone backwards, that's when he's clipped him up second time. That's mayo. He was eating a kebab. Stinks of cannabis. There's joints on the front seat and bags of cannabis.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
The bags are not the normal little deal bags. They're the bigger ones, so there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 joints already rolled. There may be more in there. You can't see without going in it.
Obviously looking for the keys.
Yeah, no, well...
And the clothing.
Matey boy was wearing a lot of clothing.
What, the one who got run over?
He was wearing 2 pairs of trousers, a T-shirt, a shirt and a jacket.
Do you know what? That always sends warning signals to me. That is, I can change my identity. Yeah.
The car used in the attack is currently the only lead. The police need to speak to the registered owner.
CID, can I help? Hello? Right, OK, what's the name? Yeah. So is he the RO of the car? Thanks, mate. Cheers. Bye. Developments. The RO of the car is the suspect. We've nailed it, haven't we? Oh. He's screwed, isn't he? No, he's screwed. We'll nick him for attempt murder.
Bedfordshire police are trying to discover why a car was driven into a crowd of people last night. The registered owner of the car has handed himself in.
He's come up on the pavement, basically. I'm just taking a run at him, missed most of them, hit one of them, and then backed it up and went straight over him. Cracked their pelvis, over their rib cage, over all of that. left his car there and ran away. So I'm nicking him, chucking him in the bin, and I'm going out.
Right. So my name's Ben. I'm one of the detectives in CID at Luton, right? Okay, so let's just go from the top. Where were you last night?
I was staying at a friend's house.
You have an illegal address?
Yeah, I know. It's not an address I can give. Like,
What's the road name then?
can't do it. I know that I'm the first suspect. Known place that I can tell you I was in McDonald's last night. I can't remember what time. 11, half 11.
I'm trying to help you to help yourself.
Yes, I know what you're saying, mate. I know exactly what you're saying, and I know where this is going. I'm not silly. But I can't tell you the address. I was at last night. I've rung a few people who I thought might have been out last night to see if they knew anything to do with my car, basically, my old car. Like, and all I got told was that it was in the middle of town, it was taped off, and that car, like, been crashed.
Can I tell you who was driving it?
I know who was driving it. I don't know who was driving it, but I know who bought the car. Like, that's all.
So you sold this car?
Yeah. I don't want to give his name out, to be honest.
First name then?
I'm probably not going to give you his name.
Did he come and collect it?
No. One of his mates turned up.
So who was the friend who picked the car up?
I'm probably not going to say that.
So when the car was taken then, back in December, by your friend that you're not going to name, where did he collect it from?
I was at a friend's house, like a mutual location which they knew.
Where was that?
I'm probably not prepared to give you that address.
What were you worried about?
I can't be connecting other people to sort of see this is quite a serious matter. I can't start chucking people's names out there, mate. Like, it's just literally can't do it. How serious are we talking anyway, dude?
All I can tell you is that the person on the other end of this is in a pretty bad way.
Life-threatening?
Yeah.
I'll give you the name of the person that I know bought the car. Name's Bradley Vine.
Sergeant Simon Oldfield receives body-worn camera footage from the police at the scene.
Fight outside the Crown, High Street North, Dunstable. PC Buckley in attendance.
Police Constable Jenny Buckley, the officer first on the scene, reported that the driver may be the man assaulted minutes earlier outside the kebab shop.
Hello?
Old Bill.
Yes, old Bill, hello. How are you?
Old
Hello?
Bill.
Old Bill, yes, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. What happened, fella?
You got beaten up?
You got a bit of a red nose and a little bit of blood.
You got beaten up
Yeah.
by them? You got tissue?
Sit down now. I'll try and get you something. Fella, do you want to give us your details so we can record the fact that you've been assaulted?
Listen, I ain't been assaulted.
You haven't been assaulted?
No.
That's fair enough. No, that's fine.
It's under control. I'm going to take you home now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Luton CID. Hello, David. It's Simon Oldfield. How are you? Do you know about PC Jenny Buckley and what she's given to us? She's seen who we believe is our suspect, and she's recorded him on body-worn footage. Somebody's named him. Shall we just make sure it's the same person? Let me have a look, because this is the guy who's involved in the earlier incident. Bradley Vine. Vine. Stand by. V-I-N-E? Ah, the plot thickens. Right. Dan.
Trying to get hold of this bloody.
Do you reckon that's him?
Yeah, no, you got that.
Yeah, he's got a mole on his face. It is him, Dave. Yeah, fuck it. We'll get him lifted then, mate.
I'll keep the cell then. I'll go and change the name.
Brilliant. Sweet.
when egg white separates,
that's what
and you
you've
get
got there,
that.
is it?
But we'll test it, but that's going to be mayonnaise.
Confident that the car was used in retaliation after the fight outside the kebab shop, the police must now find evidence that proves the driver's intent.
Gotcha.
Paul, it's Ruth. Hello, I'm with this vehicle. If you're in touch with the officers at all, on the floor in the front footwell is a bag of cash.
Oh, okay.
A substantial amount. He's been. It looks like he's been dealing from the vehicle, and then obviously you've got the 2 bags of cannabis, 2 joints, and the Rizzler papers on the front passenger seat.
Right. He wants to see some footage then.
Detective Constable Ben Jones has taken a statement from the owner of the kebab shop.
Right.
See you later, Rob.
Mr. Marmaris has got the CCTV. This is on his phone, me recording his phone. Right. This guy...
Yeah.
So he's about, what, 49, 50? So I said to him, do you know him? And he said he comes in here most weekends. He always comes in exactly the same time, 29 minutes past 4, because he knows we're closing. He does that, he empties out whatever money he's got in his pocket onto the counter and basically says, give me what I can have for that, because he can never afford a kebab. So they always give him some food, and he said, literally, he gives him some food, and he said to him, we're closing, so he escorted him to the door and said, thank you very much, good night. That was the end of it.
This guy here, that's the person who was under the...
So some of these guys are with the gang that had the fight outside, but they're not with him.
Would he normally be with the other people? Just on his own? Yeah, well, he's a good guy. He's old anyway. He's over 40, I think. He's got nothing to do with the fight. It's just a bit mistake.
Mr. Jackson isn't with the gang.
Fucking hell, that's shit.
Is he awake?
I don't know, mate.
Okay.
He's going in for surgery, so his pelvis is fucked by all accounts.
Officers bring in the driver of the car. Bradley Vine is now the prime suspect in the car attack attempted murder case.
All right, fella. All right. Bradley, are you aware of the allegations made against you? I can authorise your detention here so the officers can make further investigations, okay? Have you got any injuries?
No.
I see you got some scratches down there. What's that from?
Dunno.
Suffered a head injury in the last 24 hours?
No.
Yeah. I'd ask you to consent to nail clippings and nail scrapings for the offence of proving or disproving your involvement in the offence of attempted murder, which you've been arrested for. Are you happy to consent to those samples being taken?
Yeah.
So just there for me. Okay. No. Yeah.
Proving an offence of attempt murder is one of the, if not the hardest offence to prove. The offence of murder itself, you just have to prove that that person either wanted to kill them or wanted to cause them serious harm, and as a result of that, they've died. But attempt murder, you have to prove what's going on in their head, and that's quite difficult.
Investigating Officer Gary Hales arrives at Luton Police Station to help analyse evidence which could prove whether Bradley Vine intended to kill his victim.
Hello. You alright?
How are you?
Yeah, okay, mate.
Yeah, not too bad.
you want to see the actual footage?
He looks horrendous, just looking from the flipping the stills.
Do you want to see the video? It is horrible.
Didn't realise he drove up the path. Horrendous. So is there any footage of the earlier scuffle?
Yeah.
Here we go. Are we able to say that Mr. Jackson wasn't any part of this scuffle?
Yeah.
So obviously this one here in the white hoodie.
Yeah.
I think
He's later on, mate,
on
isn't he?
where he is in that group that he aims for.
Yeah.
So what sparked that? He said or done something.
Yeah.
Or they have said something, he's reacted, and then obviously they've all given him a bit of a...
Kicking. And he's getting a bit of a kicking, isn't he?
Santander have a camera.
Yes.
Stops nicely outside for us. You can see him standing outside.
Yeah. But that's good, isn't it? Because that shows that he's clearly engaging with that crowd and was targeting that crowd when he hurtled his car forward.
You can't say anything other than he was aiming at them. You know, the fact that he's gone up here and turned the car around.
Well, this fucker's going straight to jail.
Yeah.
Do not pass go.
The guy that I took a statement from, proper shaken up by it.
Well, especially with what happened on Westminster Bridge.
I would argue that driving a car at somebody at that speed, hitting them and then reversing over them is the same as fucking firing a weapon at them. Really, isn't it? It's the equivalent. It's not, you know, a couple of punches and jumping on the head. It's to that next level.
And
so
reversing over him.
And reversing over him. So.
Oh, without doubt, he could have easily killed him without, no question.
Quite like you to lead on it.
It's going to be a no comment.
Yeah. Yeah. But basically, are you responsible for that offence, yes or no? If he says no comment, tell me what you were doing then. Tell me what you were doing yesterday.
He's got nowhere to go, has he? Oh. Ben Jones speaking. Lovely, thank you. We'll be done in a minute. Cheers, bye.
For the more serious offences, people may choose to give an account during an interview, especially if the stakes are high. If it's an offence like attempt murder, then people may play down their involvement in there to try and get a lesser charge.
Fine. Mr. Fine, hello. Your solicitor's here. Too bad. Right, you've been interviewed at a police station before, so you know how this works, yeah? OK, so obviously the first thing we're going to do, fresh pack of tapes, and we're going to program the machine. So, you have been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. In relation to this matter, and before I go any further, are you responsible for the offence that you have been arrested for? OK. Clearly, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. What time did you get to the Crown?
Don't know.
And how many beers did you have?
Don't know.
Why do you think you not remember it?
I might have got spiked. My drink.
What drink?
Beer.
What type of beer and how big?
Desperados.
Excuse me, my age, but what's a Desperado?
It's a lager with
tequila. Yeah, lager with tequila. It's like a 5% beer, 6% beer.
I think it might be a bit stronger than that.
Yeah, that's 6%.
So it's lager with a tequila inside it. And you had 4 of those?
Mm-hmm. That wouldn't normally give you drunk.
I'll be on the floor with 4 of those. So had you drunk before? What time did you leave home, for instance?
12 o'clock.
And had you anything to drink at home?
No. I was smoking.
Smoking? Cannabis, OK. And how many cannabis joints would you have smoked before?
About 12.
12?
In a day.
In a day?
That's what I smoke every day.
Does that have any effect on your ability to drive a car?
No, I smoked my last week about 2 hours before. So about 10 o'clock, I smoked my last week. I wouldn't smoke weed and drive.
Right. But it's in your system.
Okay, so while you were having these desperados, while you were going through that time, did you have any more drugs at all?
I might have sniffed cocaine.
How many lines of that did you have?
2.
So you were intoxicated to some degree, and you're saying this is on something that you don't know what it was, although you had taken cocaine, cannabis, and beer with tequila in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be fair to say that most people who don't take drugs,
yeah,
if they had a combination of cannabis, beer, tequila, cocaine, they're probably not going to feel right. So this fight with these boys, did they recognise you then?
Possibly.
Okay, and was anything said between yourself and them inside the Crown?
I think I bought them a drink.
You bought them a drink?
Yeah. Because they were just showing me love, like they were just being nice to me, innit?
So when you left the Crown, you left, and were you on your own when you left?
Yeah.
And where did you go?
Just outside.
What was the first thing that happened?
Then boys started chatting to me. I thought he gave me a cigarette. And they might have just said something rude to me. I said, don't be rude, I don't know, innit?
And what did they say to you then?
Stab him.
Huh?
Stab him, that's what they said. That's what they said, stab him. That's what I can remember. All I know is they started punching me. I started punching them back.
Okay, so you heard someone say stab him, and then you were getting punched in the face and you couldn't see. Okay, we're going to watch some CCTV footage.
I'll show you this footage. You see this building here that I'm pointing to? That's the
fight, yeah?
Yeah.
They started on me watching.
Is that 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah. And yes, they're punching you.
Look at me stand up.
Yeah. But it sees you clearly being aggressive.
That's what you got to do when you fight. You got to be aggressive, not aggressive.
So that's CCTV footage. It ends at 04:23, and then the next footage.
I don't want to see this.
Well, we'll play it because that's part of this interview is to play this to you. If you want to shut your eyes, it's entirely up to you. But if I was in your position, I'd want to be seeing what I'm being accused of. Okay, this is obviously the camera, and this is your vehicle. It comes down here and then stops. You got out of the vehicle and there was some sort of verbal exchange. Do you remember that? So you could have had a verbal exchange and reversed back out and gone home, couldn't you? But you got back into the car. And then this happens.
I've watched that footage blown up a little bit more, and you can see him hit the front of your car, go over the top, land, and then you go back over him.
So even though that you think your drink's been spiked, you've been snorting cocaine and you've been taking cannabis, you still went and got in your car. You were that mad, instead of turning to go home, you've done a U-turn to confront these boys.
Yeah, to scare them.
You shouted something at them. That could have been enough. You could have told them that you're a bunch of wankers or whatever it is you could have said to them. You haven't done that. You got back in the car, driven at them at speed. You've not braked. You've simply gone through them. And it's only a matter of luck, I suppose, that more people can get injured.
That path's quite narrow where you've driven up. Okay, it's probably about a car width. Right, if you're driving at a group of people...
Yeah, right, I was on the pavement. Exactly, so there was
but there isn't anywhere for them to go.
You did not see a body coming towards your windscreen?
No.
How drunk were you? If you're a praying man, I would do some praying that he pulls through, because it could get an awful lot worse.
My head's twisted, isn't it, now? This interview needs to stop.
With regards to the victim, he's gone to Adam Brooks for surgery, so we're still waiting on an update. He's still alive, which is the main thing, but pelvis is shattered and I bet he was in agony. All right, boss. Cheers.
Now I'm going to play you body-worn camera of PC Buckley.
Fight outside the Crown, High Street North, Dunstable. PC Buckley in attendance.
Oh,
Hello.
Bill.
Oh, Bill, yes, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. What happened, fella?
You got beaten up?
You got a bit of a red nose and a little bit of blood.
You got beaten up
Yeah.
by them?
What happened, fella?
Nothing happened.
Well, something's obviously
Do I
happened,
look
innit? Come
bad?
on,
Yeah,
come on. It hasn't ruined your good looks.
no,
Fella, do you want to
take
give us your
it.
details so we can record the fact that you've been assaulted?
Listen, I ain't been assaulted. That's what we're looking.
You haven't been assaulted?
No, he doesn't want
All right then, that's fair enough.
Take it that way.
No, that's fine.
So you don't, obviously, you're not assisting the police and telling us you've been assaulted. Police officers could have gone up there and arrested the people. That could have been done and dusted, couldn't it? Victim of crime.
What were you thinking then?
Going home.
Going home.
Because that would have been the wise thing to do, wouldn't it? Call a taxi and go home.
So you went back to your car. What happened then?
I got out my car, driving home, stopped at the lights next to the Crown, and I see all the guys, and I started shouting at them.
What were you shouting?
I don't know.
Again, you're obviously in that position where you're in your car, the engine's going, you're at traffic lights, you can turn left towards Luton. You make the decision to do a U-turn. You come down past the group, past the kebab shop, past the Crown. So you've had all these opportunities to stop what you're doing. You haven't stopped, have you? You kept going. You've mown down an innocent man.
I went to go scare them. I wanted him to jump out of the way. He didn't jump out of the way, I hit him by accident.
There was no accident. How can it be an accident? An accident is when you might knock someone down as you're going down the road and they step out and you hit them by accident. When you drive onto a pavement and you head at speed towards a group of people, that's no accident.
I didn't go there to attempt to murder no one, man, literally. But you must believe me, innit?
I don't. What I see in that footage is somebody accelerating at speed towards a group of people.
Yeah, to scare them. No, I didn't mean to kill no one. I didn't mean to attempt to murder anyone, man. I would never do that. I went to go scare them because I thought I was a big man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I hit him. It's my fault. I didn't know I ran him over. You ever been charged with attempted murder? No, so you don't know what it feels like. Listen, I want to live the rest of my life. I don't want to attempt to murder anyone. I don't want to go to prison.
The damage you do to somebody when you run over them and you crush their body with a vehicle, going over human flesh and human bone, that can potentially kill someone or cause them...
I was aiming to scare them. I wasn't aiming at them.
Uh-huh.
I was aiming to scare them.
Yeah. But I suggest to you that when you're driving into a group of people at 20 miles an hour, you're aiming to get one of them. You want to kill somebody, didn't you?
No. Why would I want to do that?
Was Mr. Jackson one of the people that you were in the fight with?
No.
So if he wasn't involved in the fight and you were trying to scare the people who were in the fight, effectively you've hit an innocent member of the public.
Is Mr. Jackson someone you know?
Jackson's my mate, literally. He knows me, I know him. I would never attempt to murder no one.
Well, I don't think he'll be your friend anymore.
I know.
Bradley?
I'll go say sorry to him, man.
Well, if he survives...
I propose to conclude this interview now. Is there anything else you want to discuss or bring to our attention before we do that?
If you look at my past offences, I'm not a violent person.
Mm-hmm. Can we stop tapes?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Just want a cup of water, yeah? Yeah. I'll ask for it. What do you want, some lunch? Yeah. All right, take a seat. We'll get back to you in a minute, all right?
Yeah, man. Some of that.
Oh, let's go and see what's in the interview for the attempt murder.
Hour and 50 minutes. Well, that's him done then, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he talked.
Said he was him driving. Said he was trying to scare him. Said that he'd had 4 Desperados, 12 joints, 2 lines of coke, partridge in a pear tree.
No one ever talks in an interview. It's nice when you get a talk.
It is, isn't it? It's strange, isn't it?
It must have taken you a little bit by shock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You
It was.
Put yourself in the car.
Was waiting for the prepared statement or anything like that.
The no comment or the
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah.
Oh.
Said he didn't have intentions to kill anyone.
I suppose you've got to look at what line he wants to go down. Does he want to go down getting convicted of attempted murder and getting double figures, or go down the line of a GBH and possibly getting a high single
I
figure?
think that's probably what he's looking at now. I mean, it just reinforces that we need to press it even more with the CPS that it is an attempt murder. And
he's put himself in the car. We've seen what the car's done. Job done.
Yeah, brilliant. Are you ready for the fight, Ben? Are you feeling it?
I shall just use my charm and charisma, and when that fails, I shall hand the phone over the desk to you.
You do get really positive lawyers, and then there are some who automatically negative as soon as you answer the phone. You've got to prepare for both. But it's down to us to make sure that we sell the case, put together a good file, get the CPS to read it, get them on board, and get them charged with the offence that we want.
Hello, CPS.
Hello, CPS. It's Ben Jones calling from CID at Luton. Hello. We've sent through a file under the name of Vine for an attempted murder. It is really an attempted murder, yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, that's a proper job. It's horrific. Well, he hits the front of the car, goes up in the air, lands underneath the car as the car's still going forward, and then puts it in reverse, and then goes over him again.
Parking the car on him.
He quite clearly knows the people that he's had a fight with, and he quite clearly wanted to get revenge for them beating him up. So when he's driven at them, none of us have got any doubt in our mind, having watched the footage, that he was trying to do anything but try to kill someone. Essentially, he's just ploughed into anything and everything that's in its way. Unfortunately, being this Mr. Jackson. Correct. And he's in a serious way. He's in a coma now in hospital. Lovely. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Bye. She's going to speak to her boss.
That's good. What did she say?
Well, she wouldn't have gone to her boss unless she obviously agreed.
I don't think it can be anything other. It is an attempt murder. He's tried to fucking kill him.
Oh, wait, I'm just going to nip downstairs. Ooh.
The case has been submitted to the lawyers at the Crown Prosecution Service. The police must now await the charging decision.
When the police seek charging advice from the CPS, they often have in their own mind what charge they would ultimately like to result. We look at the evidence, not at any police officer's individual feeling about the case, and we make a decision based on the evidence as to whether or not there is a realistic prospect of conviction for any particular offence.
How's my hand?
Hello, how are you doing?
What's the crack with your chap? What's the PLA with?
Well, no, what they're going with and what Bedfordshire Police are doing at the minute are two different things.
I thought that would be the case.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a tate-a-tate.
In this climate at the minute, with the kind of things that are going on, you cannot do something like that.
No.
You either go in with the attempt murder or you don't. And it'll be, oh, well, you know, and then it'll just go down. Before you know, it'll be getting done for theft of a kebab or something like that. And this poor bloke's in hospital, smashed to bits. But we're meant to be on the same team here.
You're right, he got a bit emotional after the interview.
Yeah.
So we upped him to cell watch for a little while and he's gone to sleep. Yeah, it's not good. 2 lives are going to be ruined over that.
Attempted murder is a particularly difficult offence to prove. The circumstances of what happened may indicate that they must have intended to kill somebody. However, very often those circumstances clearly establish an intention to cause really serious harm, but not necessarily an intention to kill.
Ben Jones speaking.
No, turn it up, actually.
Hiya, how'd you get on? Right, just bear with me for a second.
Why? What did he intend to do? That's what the question is.
They're saying that he's obviously said that he's not intending to do that, and
Yeah. Who are we to accept his defence this early on? That's for the jury to decide.
and the fact that when he's reversed,
Yeah.
he's not then kind of like checked to see if that person is dead and then carried on to try and do it.
Yeah, but he hasn't checked to see if they're alive
Yeah, I
or
know.
okay.
I can't understand how you use a great big ton piece of metal as a weapon.
It's the same as a firearm. There is no difference in what he's done. If he fired a gun...
Would that be a different decision?
Yeah, exactly. It's just that cars are accessible and everybody's got one. The only difference is either intended to cause serious harm or intended to murder. He has driven that car at him to kill him, not to
kill
do
someone.
anything else. To kill someone.
Kill someone. All I keep thinking of is poor old Mr. Jackson lying there in hospital. You know, he's going to be there for a long time.
Yeah.
OK, thank you. Cheers, bye-bye.
Come on, mate.
You can't prove someone's intent if they ain't going to tell you. You can't get inside their mind. He's gone to get his car. He knew exactly what he was going to do. When he's got his car, he knows he's going back to run him over.
Yeah. It's kind of an insult, isn't it? The amount of work you've put in over the last 2 days for someone to have a 5-minute look at a job and then make a decision. Let's just have a look at what's been in the media for the last couple of days about these sort of incidents.
We can't try any harder, can we? That's the thing is, we can't try any harder.
We have to review the case based on the evidence in the file. Ultimately, both the CPS and the police are working towards the same aims, namely serving the needs of the victim and ensuring that justice is done.
Vine is going to be a Section 18 charge. No issues with him, really. He came down, had no more samples to take other photographs of his injuries. He was quite emotional when he came out of interview, so we upped him to CCTV watch for an hour or so. Tried to ring his girlfriend, there was no reply. He'd like to ring again, perhaps later on. And that's it. So there's no other issues with him all day, mate. So.
Hi, Bradley. Hi. They've got a charging decision. OK, it's GBH, OK, as opposed to attempt murder. You'll be here overnight. OK. Water, yeah?
Took that rather well, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he's pleased. Not the attempt murder.
And he got a 16-18, and I think he was expecting to be remanded anyway when he.
Yes.
I think he thinks he's going back in. And
yeah.
So that's fine.
Sound.
OK.
Thank you, Sarge.
Ninth floor. Doors opening.
After a charging decision, it doesn't end there. Part of that is still engaging, still speaking to the victims and witnesses. It's a tough part of the job, giving them news that that isn't always great. But yeah, it just goes with the job, I suppose. It's just one of those things we have to do.
Are you happy to give me a statement today?
Something happened because I lost touch with the world for a sec.
Yeah.
And then you're aware of everything that's going on, only things don't seem the way it should be. I'm laying on the floor. I can see blood. I can hear lots of noise. Then I realize, okay, they're all talking to you, saying don't move. Eventually I thought I was Superman and decided to move. Then I realized what they meant by don't move. The pain was excruciating. Your body's trembling, your heart's beating too fast. I had no idea I was actually propping up the car, to be exact, which is what I've been told. Suddenly realize I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Big trouble.
Would it help if I said I think you're an innocent victim? And I don't think that any of this was aimed at you?
Yeah. Let me pray for that person first. How about that? Yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Both whoever he came for and him who tried to do that. All my days.
Stay tuned for doppelganger drama in Counterpart, next on SBS.